Welcome to Melissa Recovers, where I do everything it takes to recover the person who I was always meant to be. Today is December 27th, 2017, and I had a good Christmas. How about all of you? I was able to get a blue dot on both Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and I did that. This is how I was able to do it. I, first of all, pre-tracked. Did my little paper plate trick where I visualize what I'm going to eat. And then I made my food at home, so I knew what went into it. And like, for instance, we like to do like appetizers on Christmas Eve night, and you know, I looked for lower point alternatives. So there was Little Smokies, and I used the turkey Little Smokies, which are like half, if not more or less, points than regular Little Smokies, and veggies. And I didn't have trays of like sugar cookies and different things. I kind of kept it pretty simple. We did for dessert pull out the neighbor gifts that people drop off, all the sweets and treats. So and I didn't have to get too stressed about that. I had tons of fruit available, so if I really was like, oh my gosh, I need something, I had that fruit to kind of fall back on. Christmas morning, we did an egg bake, and it was alright, but if I were to do it again, I'd want to cut up some peppers and onions, and it was kind of like breakfast burrito filling, essentially, is what that egg bake was. So, do you love how my face is glowing from the brighter than noonday sun? Anyway, so if I do it again, I'll probably half the potatoes, and that'll lower points, up the eggs, and add more veggies to it, because it really was good, but it was just, I don't know, it was kind of lacking some of the flavors. It'd be good to serve it with salsa, but I did like being able to get up and not have to sit and slave over breakfast. So we had that, tons of fresh fruit like melon and pineapple and all that stuff cut up, and orange slices. My husband, Santa, got some stocking stuffers for me. I really love those Ghirardelli little squares that have dark chocolate and raspberry, dark chocolate and sea salt caramel. And I love those, because then I can really portion control, because it's like, here's your one piece, you have to open up another wrapper if you want to buy, you know, spend more points on it. So that was my treat, and I did have 2 of those on Christmas Eve, or no, because I didn't have them yet on Christmas Eve. So I had 2 of those on Christmas Day, and then 2 of them yesterday, which is the day after Christmas. So today I've been busy. I had a doctor's appointment, and it was cool because it was just like a regular kind of checkup, but I had lost 10 pounds since the last time I was there last month, so that was pretty exciting. I was proud of that. And then I went to the temple with some friends and went to Olive Garden for lunch. And I love that in my app I know that I have things picked out that I can eat, and the lunch portion of chicken piccata at Olive Garden is 7 points, and a breadstick is 4, so I had 11 points. I got the salad with no dressing on it, light Italian on the side, and I dipped my fork in it 3 times, so it wasn't even a point's worth of dressing. It was like maybe a quarter of a teaspoon. So that was good. I felt really good about that strategy. So that was exciting to be able to go out, and you know, it was a spur of the moment thing to be able to go out to lunch with my friends, because we were all kind of there and we had time. So we're like, let's go grab lunch, and we went and did it, and it was so nice that I got this. You know, like there was this feeling of strength. I think I've mentioned in some of my other videos that every year I pick a word that will be kind of like my New Year's resolution word. And last year my New Year's resolution word was steadfast. And the thing about steadfast is that, you know, you're not always perfect, but if you fall down, you get back up. And this year to me is a perfect typification of steadfast. You know, there were times where I really fell and I had to get back up. This coming year, 2018, my word for the year is indomitable. And it just means unshakable and strong and fearless and fierce. And that's really who I want to be this year. And I really feel like getting to go to Olive Garden with friends and just loving it and enjoying it and just having a good time helped me to feel indomitable. So that was good. Then I had a meeting, a city-related meeting this afternoon, and it was going to be at Starbucks inside our local grocery store, and I panicked about that. I spent like probably an hour looking at points of Starbucks things, and holy crap, that stuff's high in points, and not cheap. But I looked at points and realized that was a little bit scary to me. It was a little bit scary because I didn't want to spend 25 points on hot apple cider with caramel syrup and whipped cream, even though that's delicious. There's something like that at Caribou Coffee in Minnesota that I used to get when I was a teacher, and I loved it. So my problem is I don't drink coffee or any of like the black tea or green tea at all, any of those kinds of things. So trying to find something that's low in points and delicious was scary to me. It really was. It was a challenge. So what I ended up doing is we didn't go to Starbucks anyway, but my plan was to get a passion fruit tea, not sweetened, over ice, and then I was going to taste it first, because sometimes teas just kind of have a natural sweetness because of the fruitiness of it. And then I was going to add some stevia or Splenda or whatever to it to kind of give it a little pep. So that was my plan. So I went into it with a plan, but we didn't end up staying down in the Starbucks. We ended up going up to a different kind of conference room area to meet, and I didn't need it at all. So that was good. So here's my big challenge. My really good friend Janelle, love her, is having this big, like, they call it Après Noël, so it's after Christmas, party at her house, and she's had it like for like the last 5 years, and it's so fun. She always makes cream puffs, homemade cream puffs, and a bunch of stuff. There will be gads and gads of food, and if I didn't have my doctor's appointment this morning and I didn't have my appointment to go out with my friends to the temple and then lunch and all of that other stuff, I would totally go to this party and use my weeklies, because this happens once a year and there's a lot of yummy things that I can have at it. But I couldn't weigh in today, which my meeting's normally tomorrow, and normally I wouldn't go to a party the day before a weigh-in. That's just dumb sometimes, because party food has salt in it, and if you eat too much salt, you put on water, and then the scale's not nice to you. It's a mean scale. So I am really excited to weigh in this week, and I'm not gonna let a party ruin it. And if that means I take a cream puff home and save it for after I weigh in, if I have to, fine. If that means I pass on all of the treats and cream puffs and that kind of stuff, then I pass on it. That's just, you know, what I do. I was gonna make this buffalo chicken dip with chicken breast and buffalo chicken sauce and fat-free cream cheese and part skim mozzarella and celery sticks, but I've been so busy today, and my grocery store was out of fat-free cream cheese, and it just seems like the stars are aligned against me. So I'm going to this party with not a lot of preparation. I'm gonna be honest that I'm probably setting myself up to fail, but I have enough sheer willpower for tonight because of that goal in mind that I'll be able to say no to extra stuff because of that goal in mind. So I should be okay. So, that's kind of where I'm at. I did pick up some pears from the grocery store. So we're bringing a thing of Costco salsa, a bag of chips that I know how to count, and like 10 pounds of pears. So I have something sweet if I want it. I know how to count chips and guacamole. And then I just have that sheer goal of getting to my 10%. So that's that. I am giving myself that gift this year for Christmas. You know, I'm giving myself the gift of healthy choices for Christmas. So anyway, I want to hear about your goals and your focus for the year. If you had to pick a word for yourself, what would it be? Would it be courage? Would it be fighter? Would it be, you know, happy? Would it be, you know, indomitable? Like, what are some of the things that really are pushing you and driving you this year? Let me know in the comments. I love to hear from you guys. It's so fun when you make little comments and let me know that you're a new subscriber, or, you know, just different things. I like that. So, that's that. You'll probably hear from me tomorrow because I'm going to go to Weight Watchers. Win, lose, or draw. Yeah, I'm going to hang in there tonight. I'll talk to you later, everybody. See ya. Bye.